Yes, my people, I am back and I'm glad to be back with you. A very good morning to you wherever you are. It's a great Monday morning, very beautiful day here. Look, I am happy because today is a match day. Officially, Chelsea's match day against Fulham. And so I'm very excited because the 3 points is ours to take. And nobody can stand on our way. We are taking the 3 points. You know, where we are right now on the league table is not good. Just 1 point. I don't want to go there. I don't want to be looking down. I want to be looking up. Because today we are taking a 3 point and we are moving from that position to at least, maybe, I think we should be around 12 points if we are to pick the 3 points today. And that is what I'm looking forward to. Yes, I am looking forward to a great match on a great day. All Chelsea fans, wherever you are, I salute you all. I salute you all. And the third one. Well, I am back with more news for you as a Chelsea fan. Today, as a match day, we need to focus more on Chelsea, isn't it? Great. But before then, before I go to Chelsea news, let me give you one or two, on a lighter note, one or two other news on a lighter note, before we move to Chelsea. So, to start with, as you can see this picture on your screen now, a reminder, one of these men was driven out of United, out of where? United, because he was deemed the problem at the club. Painfully, obviously, who the real problem was or is. Answer that question yourself. The clue, they gave you a clue there. It's a reminder, one of these men that you can see on your screen right now was driven out of United because he was deemed the problem at the club. Painfully, obviously, who the real problem was or is, even now. Answer that by yourself at that comment section. Let me hear from you. Let me hear from you at that comment section. Okay? There are two people you are seeing on your screen, and one of them choose who was the problem, or even now is. Yeah, answer me. All right? Okay. We need to understand that I'm very, very sorry. We need to understand that errors are part of the game. Errors are part of the game. Oh, sports manager Ange Postecoglou sympathizes with the officials following Luis Diaz incorrectly disallowed goal against. Okay, it favored him. So he said we need to understand that errors are part of the game. All right, Tottenham. Well, it favors you, so that's what you say. Errors are part of the game. No problem. We understand. Errors are part of the game. That is what Tottenham coach is saying. So, and he sympathizes with the officials. That is great. Because it favors you. You got a 3 points. At least it's added to your stock. And now you are second on the table, the league table. So you can claim errors are part of the game. Because of the errors, just to remind you, Postecoglou, because of the error, that is why VAR was introduced. That is why VAR was introduced, because of those errors. So now you have human and technology two coming together. So we don't expect some of these minor errors any longer. If you remember, the statement that came out was that the referee at the VAR thought the right decision was given by the referee on the field, which means there was no communication between the ref on the VAR and the ref on the field. And the ref on the VAR did not even check to see whether the game restarted. After scoring a goal, there has to be a restart of the game. So the VAR referee did not even check whether there was a restart or it was an offside that was given. If he truly assumed that the ref on the field gave the goal, then the game should have restarted from the center circle. But the game did not restart, and he did not call the attention of the ref on the field to it. But he said error. He called this an error or a deliberate action. Look, this case needs to be really investigated. It needs to be investigated. Honestly, those referees need to be. The normal ban, they said they were suspended for for the next game, the coming weekend's games, right? They were suspended. Is that enough? After that, they will still come back in 2 weeks' time. Suspended for a game. Is that enough? That is all their punishment is. If it was a player or a coach that misbehaved, that acted in a way that people claim will put the game in disrepute, you would have banned that player with a red card, maybe 3 matches, or with a fine. But with the referees, they did not put the game in disrepute. Very interesting. EPL. We all thought EPL is supposed to be the one that is setting the standards, the pace, the standards for footballing world to follow. I'm sorry, anyway. Well, moving to the game tonight, Chelsea Fulham. And I want to go straight away to Fulham and their last 6 games they played. Their last 6 games, their record for the last 6 games that they played. Fulham, in the Premier League, their form record in the last 6 games. Yes, in the Premier League, they won the first game, lost 1, draw 1, lost again, won and draw. So that means that their first game of the season, they won it. They lost the next one, they drew the next one, then they lost again, then they win, then they draw. That means that they have 2 win, 2 draw, 2 losses. 2 win, 2 draw, 2 losses. And Fulham from all competitions, 2 draw, 3 win, and 1 lost. Chelsea, their first game they draw against Liverpool. Play draw against Liverpool, right? We lost the next one, and then we won. Then we lost again, then drew, then lost again. So Chelsea's Premier League form is draw, lost, win, lost, draw, lost. So Chelsea won only 1 game in the Premier League out of 6, 1 out of 6 games, and drew 2, and lost 3. That means that Fulham have a better record in the Premier League this season than Chelsea have. Fulham won 2 games. They drew 2 and lost 2. Chelsea won only 1, lost 3, and drew 2. So Fulham record in this season in the Premier League, it's ahead of Chelsea. And Chelsea form, all competitions, 3 win, 2 lost, and 1 draw. Well, we take it from there. We will see today whether we're also going to get our second win of the season or not against Fulham that have won 2 games in the league, drew 2 and lost only 2. Chelsea lost 3 in the league, drew 2 and won only 1. That is the record. We move on. I didn't want to bring in any news, but to ease the tension, I myself am a bit, with the record I've seen on my... So just on a lighter note again, before we continue. According to Fabrizio Romano, Jose Mourinho on recent criticism, at least people now can't accuse me of not helping Lukaku to score goals. He can score goals here at Roma, but also at Manchester United or Inter. I am not someone who destroys players' quality. Lukaku has now scored 4 goals as Roma player. My goodness. This one, Mourinho is giving Chelsea a jab, a very hefty jab. He said, after all, he cannot be accused any longer of being a coach, that destroys players' talent. That now Lukaku scored 4 goals under him. And it's true. Even Chelsea, we need to admit. He scored 4 goals so far for Roma. Don't forget, he was not part of their preseason. It was only during the international break he had about a week or so to train with Dybala. Now he scored 4 goals for Roma. And Chelsea, our main striker, Jackson, how many goals so far in 6 games? We need to ask ourselves the questions. Yeah. Ask yourself the question and answer the question by yourself. He scored 4 goals for Roma right now. Lukaku, the one that we claim we don't want, the outcast. That is the reality. It is the reality. Yeah. All right, to today's match, the head coach admits he cannot compare Mudryk's personality to that of anyone he has worked with before. So he too is presented with a good challenge to work out just what makes the winger tick. Mudryk is a very different kind of player. As we speak, it is known within the club that he trains harder than every other player. He's always in the gym. He's training harder. The player has a desire. He's a different kind of player. And so even our coach, what he's saying right now is that the player needs a special hand. He said no player ever trained under him that way. No player, he has never handled a player like, there's no player to compare to Mudryk. Character-wise, attitude, and everything. He has never seen it before. So even to him, it is a challenge to handle Mudryk. But in a good way. It is a good challenge to work out just what makes the winger tick. I like this. I think Pochettino having patience with players like this, I really like it and I appreciate it. That Misha is a very talented player, of course. You need to go with him slowly. His culture is very different, but he's trying to be more open, to adapt, to be more involved on and off the pitch. I'm hoping to see him play today. That is why I'm reading this for you. As a Chelsea fan, I'm hoping to see him play today. He is doing a massive effort to try to integrate himself and understand better what it means to play in the team. My goodness. What else do you expect from your player? He is committed. What else do you want him to do? He is committed. It's not about arriving and performing when you are young, added Pochettino. It's about adapting, helping them to settle. Then the most difficult thing is to understand what they need to settle and feel comfortable and express their talent. This is our coach speaking. He is young and he is going to improve. And we are so happy with the way he is improving. That is by Mudryk. We move on. I'm about to run up because I'll still come your way with more. There is so much under my sleeves today for you. There is so much. So let me just end with Martin. Martin hopes Chelsea can pick up where we left off with victory over Brighton by making it back-to-back wins at Fulham to help build momentum ahead of a tricky run of Premier League fixtures to come. This is from Martin. Back-to-back win is what he's targeting to help build momentum ahead of a tricky run of Premier League fixtures to come. The versatile Dutchman started in the Blues team, which got back to winning ways at Stamford Bridge on Wednesday evening by defeating Brighton and Hove Albion 1-0 in the third round of the Carabao Cup. In addition to securing our progress to the next stage of that competition, it also gives Chelsea a win to start building on again. Following a disappointing loss by the same scoreline to Aston Villa in our last Premier League fixture. With a difficult round of games, okay, let me just end it here. He said, Martin says, we need it, he said, of Wednesday's Carabao Cup victory. We were happy to win and can build from that one. It was a good game, and we won, and we still hope to improve from some beats, but hopefully we can do it. Hopefully we can do that. My dear friend, I think this morning you are satisfied. This is the statement from Martin. They want to build on that, build a momentum to the next games. You heard what our coach has said about Mudryk. I'm expecting Mudryk to start today's game. I'll be coming. There's so much more to deliver to you today. Just watch out. 2 more or 4 more exclusives for you. Shalom and peace.